Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back.
Tell a friend.
Hey, everybody, here with another video for you guys today. And today we're going to be doing episode 1 of the Sports Desk. But before I go any further, let me just say, if you like this video and the videos on the channel, please
like, comment, and subscribe.
And let's get into episode 1 of the Sports Desk after the intro coming in here
now.
Now we're going to switch gears off of Rock and Retro and move on to the second part of the show, and that is this brand new segment that I have concocted called the Sports Desk. And what we're going to be doing here is basically any kind of sports game that I've been playing, I'm going to be making content and putting it here for everybody on the channel. It could be, NBA 2K content, fight night, maybe some Madden, who knows? Maybe I'll bring out some retro stuff sometime, all that kind of just sports related content. Might even be doing some WWE stuff too. If talk my kid into it, he might be doing some stuff there. So it's just going to be a fun little outlet for stuff like that. And we are going to be starting with Fight Night Champion on the Xbox 360. Just as a little bit of a backstory, I did a Fight Night Champion simulation already on the channel. And I'll put a link into some of the more popular videos there. And what I was originally going to do was going to go, all the way basically through the history of boxing. But the problem that, unfortunately I ran into is there's so much rich history of boxing, and to go year by year by year just was going to prove to be a little bit of an insurmountable task, if you will. We're going to be just kind of starting from the beginning. I've come up with these different divisions, and there's different divisions for each weight class. There's going to be 3 different weight classes. We're going to have a heavyweight division, a middleweight division, and then a welterweight division. And the welterweight is basically, anybody that's a smaller size that can still fight a welterweight. And then the middleweight is going to be, basically middleweights and light heavyweights. And then the heavyweight is your light heavyweight, heavyweight, and cruiserweights will be in the heavyweight division. And each division will have 4 belts, because we live in the era of the 4 championships. So we'll have the WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO. And they're going to all kind of be, era specific. But we needed to find out which each champion, of each division. And then we'll have the champions fight and come up with, a true undisputed champion and stuff like that. And, and have some real fun there, and kind of have the simulation be like that, where everybody's kind of in the pool of potential opponents at once, instead of just focusing on the 1920s like I was before. The 1920s will still be there, be a part of it, but will also be, will include the 80s, 90s, 70s, whatever have you. And so for this first episode, I wanted to start with the heavyweights and the WBC division, because this is going to be kind of like the 80s and 90s division. Will be going for the WBC belt. Tyson is my guy, and so I wanted to see if he can actually go through and win the heavyweight championship, the WBC belt. And you can see the WBC heavyweight championship tournament. We have Mike Tyson versus Michael Spinks, Tommy Morrison versus Razor Ruddock, Riddick Bowe versus Buster Douglas, George Foreman versus Frank Bruno. And whoever comes out on top of this tournament will be the inaugural WBC heavyweight champion. And so this is going to be exciting, and let's see how it's all going to go down. And our first fight of the evening, we have Michael Spinks going up against Iron Mike Tyson. And you can see Michael Spinks, he's coming in kind of nervous. You know, he did fight Tyson in real life and it didn't go his way. And here comes Iron Mike coming to the ring, and he is definitely confident and ready to go. He is not worried about this matchup whatsoever. He dispatched of Michael Spinks rather easily and feels confident he can do it again. Here the two men meet in the middle of the ring, and Spinks definitely looks nervous going up against Tyson yet again. And here Tyson comes out in the first, jumping right on him, looking to land the big shot. Spinks backs him up a bit, and here Tyson comes in, trying to land the big shot, missing there. And then here he comes missing another big shot, going down to the stomach, nothing there. Another big shot down low. And there, got Spinks up against the ropes. And Spinks is able to fight his way off of the ropes. Here the two men meet out in the middle of the ring, and that is the end of the first round. And then we're going to move on to the second round now. And here, two men trading shots. So Tyson lands a big body shot, backs Michael Spinks up, backed up against the ropes. He got him in the corner, looking to land the big hook, is unable to land it, and Spinks is able to get out of that one. And here he comes. Spinks is fighting him off, and then a big shot by Tyson, and he's getting him down there, getting him, backing him up. There's a big right hand, and down goes Spinks. Look at that shot right there, right on the button. Big straight right hand, and it just cripples Michael Spinks. And the ref begins the count now. And we're moving ahead to the fourth round now. You can see on Teddy Atlas's scorecard, they have Mike Tyson up 29-27. And here he's back, and Michael Spinks up, lands a big right hand, knocks him back, trying to set him up for the big shot. Can he do it? Trying to come in and land it. And there he's unable to, and he's dodging in and out, in and out, in and out. And there's a big left hook, and knocks Spinks to the big right hand, left uppercut, and down goes Spinks yet again. Big right hand, and down he goes. Spinks is down. Hey, Papa Brad, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. And now we're going to move ahead to round number 5. And there, a big body shot, and Michael Spinks is backed up, and Tyson's coming in, looking to land the shot. Got him up against the ropes, trying to set him up, working him around, and Spinks is able to survive that. We move ahead to the 6th round now. And here you can see Tyson coming in, just trying to set him up, land the big shot to be able to end this with one big shot. Just kind of setting him up, uppercut after uppercut. And there, he's working it. There's a big right hand, body shot, and down goes Spinks yet again. And this has got to be it. Look at that body shot there, just taking him down. And like Papa Brad said, smash that leg, and that is it. Michael Spinks is out. He did better in the tournament than he did in real life, but not enough. Iron Mike Tyson is advancing to round 2 here. But of course, in this tournament, all fighters are in their primes. This is Iron Mike Tyson versus the field to see what's going to happen here in the WBC division. And there's a look at the scorecards, and Tyson was ahead by 3 points on all scorecards. So there you go. Mike Tyson is advancing, and you look at the punch stats. Tyson knocked down Spinks 3 times. And now we're going to move on to the next fight, and It is Tommy the Duke Morrison going up against Donovan Razor Ruddock. And these two men did meet in real life, and Tommy Morrison did come out on top. And so he comes into this fight rather confident, looking to advance here in the tournament. And here comes Razor Ruddock. This is, like I said before, prime opponent. And as such, Razor Ruddock is in peak form, and he's looking to get some revenge on Tommy Morrison in this one. The two men come out and meet in the center of the ring. Tommy's looking confident. So is Razor Ruddock. And let's go. Right at the start of the fight, the two men come out, trading shots. Big hands being thrown here right at the start of the fight. These men are not saying hello. They're how to get to know you at all. Just coming, ready to throw down. And here's Tommy coming in and body shots. And look at the big hooks there by the Duke. Coming in, looking to land the big hook. Tommy Morrison was known for his hooks, and he's thrown him here. And then we move a little bit ahead. And there's a huge left hand by Razor Ruddock. And that is it, folks. One shot ends the night just like that. Tommy Morrison's not getting up. One big left hook. There it was. And that is it. Tommy Morrison is done. One punch knockout win for Razor Ruddock in this one. He's moving on to round two. And this is a big win for him. And it's going to set up a rematch against Iron Mike Tyson that he's very much looking forward to. And here it is. First round crushing knockout for Razor Ruddock. And now we're going to move ahead to the next fight. And we got Big Daddy Riddick Bowe going up against James Buster Douglas. A couple of big heavyweights here. And here comes Riddick Bowe coming into the ring looking confident. He is one of the favorites here in the tournament to win it all. And here comes Buster Douglas. Just like in real life, he comes into the tournament as a huge underdog. How well can he perform here? But again, this is prime Tokyo Douglas we're talking about in every fight here. This is not weak sauce Buster Douglas whatsoever. We're going to move ahead now to round number two. And there the two men go, throwing big shots back and forth. Riddick Bowe's back Douglas up into the corner. He's got him up against the corner, trying to set up the big shot, trying to end this early, trying to get the clean shot in. Is unable to get the clean shot so far. And then here Douglas is able to get up off the rope. And then he lands a big shot and knocks Riddick Bowe back. And Riddick Bowe is on his heels. And here comes Buster coming in, trying to land the big shots. Both ways coming back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we're going to move ahead now to round number three. And here, big shots coming from both men. Buster's getting backed up against the ropes, and he's able to fight on out. Two men trading shots back and forth. And then here, Riddick Bowe's backed up into the corner a bit as Buster's looking to land the shot, and Riddick Bowe's able to come out and survive that corner onslaught. We'll move ahead to the fourth round now. And here on Teddy's scorecard, you can see Buster Douglas is pulling off the upset here, winning all three first rounds thus far. And here a big uppercut knocks Buster Douglas down. There it was, right underneath the arm, right on the chin, and down goes Buster. Does he have the heart, the mental fortitude, and the drive and desire to get up and continue on? Yes, he does. We're going to move ahead to the fifth round now. And here, both men coming out, standing, trading in the middle of the ring. And big left hook by Riddick Bowe and knocks Buster Douglas back, trying to set him up for the big shot. Will he be able to get it? Will he be able to land it, pull it off? Only time will tell. And there he is able to fend him off. And there, another big shot knocks Buster Dad back. He's up against the rope, gets back up into the corner. Riddick Bowe's trying to set up, land the big shot, and can Buster survive yet again? Another onslaught by Riddick, Big Daddy Bowe, and yes, he is able to fend him off. The two men are fighting in the middle of the ring, and there, a big shot by Buster, and down goes Bowe. There it is, big straight right hand catches Bowe while he was dipping down, and there knocks him right down. Huge big shot by Buster, and it's slipping away for Big Daddy Bowe here in this one. I'll move ahead to the 6th round. And here, another big shot by Buster, a big left hook, and cripples Riddick Bowe. Absolutely crushes him. That big left hook there. Can Bowe survive this? And the ref begins the count. He's struggling to get back to his feet, but he's able to get up at the count of 4. And then we're going to move ahead, and then a big right hand and crush Riddick Bowe. He's backed up into the corner, barely surviving. Can he make it out? And no, he can't. Body shot knocks him down. He's down yet again. There it is, the body shot right underneath the guard, right into the left rib there, and down goes Bowe. And that is it. The ref has seen enough. He calls it off, and that is it. James Buster Douglas, Tokyo Douglas, pulls off a huge upset against Riddick Big Daddy Bowe. Nobody would have thought it. Nobody could have seen it coming. And once again, Buster Douglas pulls off the upset and is moving on in the tournament. And there's a look at the scorecards, and Buster Douglas was up on all 3 scorecards. What a fight by Buster. He's definitely a serious contender here in this tournament. Now we're going to take a look at the punch stats, and Buster was able to knock down Riddick 3 times, and Riddick only got him down once. And now we're going to move ahead to the next fight of the evening, where we got Big George Foreman, this old George Foreman, going up against Frank Bruno. George Foreman is one of 2 fighters that are actually, there's 2 versions here in the tournament. So there's a young George Foreman and an old George Foreman, and this is, of course, the older version. And he's going up against Frank Bruno, the pride of England, Frank Bruno. And let's see who's going to come out on top in this one. 2 men meet out of the center of the ring. You got to think George Foreman's got to be the favorite in this one. And here they come, trading shots. Both men trying to land big shots back and forth. Foreman lands a big right hand, looking to land the early knockout. And Bruno is back on his heels, trying to survive here in the first round. And they're back and forth, and then Foreman's trying to land another big shot, and he missed an uppercut, another big uppercut, and there Bruno with the big shot. There it is. Big right hand, counter punch, catching Big George Foreman straight on, and down goes Foreman. And he's struggling to get back up to count of 4. And now we're moving ahead to the 2nd round. And here's Foreman trying to hold on. Bruno's coming on the offense, and there Foreman lands a big left hook, and he's got Bruno on his heels. He's trying to land the big uppercut, charging in on him, coming in, been unable to get him down. We'll move ahead to the 3rd round now. And there Foreman's up against the rope, and both men are throwing big shots back and forth, and neither's really a big left uppercut, and down goes Foreman yet again. Frank Bruno is preparing to pull off a huge upset here, and then he does. The ref has seen enough. Huge left uppercut has ended Big George Foreman's title chances here in the WBC division. And look at that. Frank Bruno pulls off the upset, and he is moving on in the tournament where Big George Foreman is not. What a fight. What a win for the pride of England. Frank Bruno here in this one. And then take a look at the scorecards. And Bruno was ahead on the scorecard, but it was still a relatively close fight here in this one. But it doesn't matter because he got the third round knockout. So, that's all that matters to him. And so now let's move ahead and take a look at the punch stats. And 2 knockdowns for Frank Bruno and none for Big George Foreman. He was throwing those power shots, but he was missing, and the counter traps were coming through. Now let's take a look at the tournament. You see Mike Tyson and Razor Ruddock are set to fight, as is Buster Douglas and Frank Bruno. 2 upsets that no one saw coming are getting ready to battle. And now we're going to start with the fight that everybody's looking forward to. Iron Mike Tyson versus Donovan Razor Ruddock. This is the third fight between these 2 men. The first 2 ended with Tyson winning both fights. And so he comes into this one rather confident because, again, this is prime Mike Tyson we're talking about here. No flaws in his game whatsoever. He is like a savage pit bull ready to explode at anybody in front of him. And here comes Razor Ruddock, and he comes into this one feeling extremely confident. He's able to get the revenge knockout win over Tommy the Duke Morrison in the last one. So he's coming in feeling good. The 2 men meet in the center of the ring, and Tyson stares him down. But Ruddock is ready to go. He's not showing any fear here. At the start of the fight, Tyson charges him, but a big hand is landed by Razor Ruddock and knocks Tyson back right at the start of the fight. Could Tyson be upset early in this one? He's able to survive that, and then here he's coming in, landing the shots here on Ruddock, just trying to chop him down. Ruddock gives the ropes, and that's the end of the first round. Now we're going to move ahead to the third round now. And here Tyson's coming in, nice uppercut, missed the big overhand right, and Ruddock's able to fend him off. Good defense by Ruddock. Huge left hook, and right hand, and down goes Tyson. Another upset could be in the works here. Look at that straight right hand right through the peekaboo defense, and down goes Iron Mike Tyson. And now Tyson's in an unfamiliar position. He doesn't like him when he is in the receiving end. And here Ruddock's coming in, thinking he's going to land the big shot, and there he does, another huge left uppercut. Mike Tyson is in trouble early in this one. And here Ruddock is coming in, looking to end Mike's night early, and Tyson is on the defense, backing up in a place he doesn't like to be. And now we move ahead to the 4th round, and we look at the scorecards, and Teddy Atlas has Donovan Ruddock up 29-27 in this one. And here the Tyson's up against the ropes. Ruddock's trying to land the body shot, and Mike's not having any of it. And there's a huge left uppercut out of nowhere. And look at that. Ruddock didn't see it coming. And that's the speed and power of Mike Tyson on display right there. Ruddock got carried away, and he got caught for being cute. And there, the ref begins the count, and he's able to get back up. And now we're going to move ahead to the 5th round now. And here, Ruddock's still trying to land the big body shots. Tyson's still trying to land the uppercut. And shot landed by Tyson, knocks Ruddock back. And there, another huge left uppercut. And down goes Ruddock yet again. It's those left uppercuts that people don't see coming, that Tyson is the master of. And they're able to crush Ruddock there with that one. And there the ref begins the count. And Ruddock is struggling to beat the count. And he can't beat the count. And look at that huge comeback knockout win for Iron Mike Tyson. We can't question his championship resolve with this victory. He was able to get up off the mat and come from behind and get the victory. And he is moving on to the championship round. And there it is on the scorecard. Both men were tied on the judges' scorecards all around. What a fight there. What a performance by Iron Mike Tyson to get this victory. And look at the judges, look at the punch stats. Tyson was able to get 2 knockdowns, and Reddick only got him down once. And now we're going to move ahead to the next fight. And here we have Frank Bruno going up against James Buster Douglas for a chance to fight Mike Tyson for the WBC Heavyweight Championship. And here comes Bruno, the pride of England, looking confident, looking ready. He's not scared of Buster Douglas. But here comes Buster. He knows this is Tokyo Douglas that we're dealing with here. This isn't no run-of-the-mill, not taking it seriously, Buster Douglas in this fight. The two men come out and meet in the center of the ring. And let's go. And here in the first round, huge, big right hand by Bruno. Backs up Douglas. Douglas is up against the ropes. And Bruno's trying to set him up for the big shot. Is unable to land it. We move ahead to the third round now. And there's a big shot trading back and forth by the two men. A huge right hand by Douglas. Knocks Bruno back. He's going up against the ropes, fighting for survival. And he's able to fight him off and move ahead to the fourth round now. And here on Teddy's scorecard, Buster Douglas has won all 3 of the first 3 rounds according to Teddy Atlas. And there, a big right hand by Bruno. He gets Douglas up against the ropes, trying in like anything to get Douglas down in this one. And he's unable to do it there. Now we're moving ahead to the 5th round now. And here the two men in a huge right uppercut stuns Douglas, backs up, and Bruno's trying to set up the big shot, trying to finish him. He's unable to do it. Now we'll move ahead to the 6th round now. And here Douglas is backed up into the corner, and he hits him with a big straight right and a body shot, and down goes Bruno. He slumps over, down to the mat. Look at that shot. Coming great dead center, and down goes Bruno. Slumped down, fell hard. And now the ref begins the count, and Bruno is able to get back to his feet. Now move ahead to the 7th round now. The two men, and they're a big shot by Bruno. Backs Douglas up. He's trying to get the shot. Coming back and forth, back and forth. And there he is. Then two men in the center of the ring, and Douglas lands a surprise shot, knocks Bruno on his heels. He's got him up against the rope, trying to get the knockdown, and Bruno is fighting him off yet again. What a fight we had here tonight for a chance to fight for the heavyweight championship in WBC. And two men trading back and forth, back and forth. And neither man is giving in a huge left by Douglas. Gets Bruno in the corner, and the left uppercut, and down goes Bruno. There it is. Look at that uppercut right in between the guards, like in the corner. And down goes Frank Bruno. And the ref begins the count, and Bruno struggling to get back up, but he's able to get up and move ahead to the 8th round now. And there it is. James Buster Douglas is well out ahead according to Teddy Atlas' scorecard. And the two men are out in the center of the ring. And then Bruno lands a big right and knocks Douglas back. He's got him backed up against the corner. He's got to set him up with the right big shot to get Douglas out of here if he wants to win this fight. He's not going to win it on the scorecard. Move ahead to the 9th round now. And there, a big right uppercut and knocks Douglas back into the corner. Bruno gets him in the stomach, and down goes Douglas. Frank Bruno is making another comeback. He's not done yet. Down goes Douglas. What a fight we have here. And the ref begins the count, and Buster Douglas is struggling to get back up. Can he get up? He's back up, and then Frank Bruno jumps right on back in the corner yet again. He's trying to set him up for the big shot. And now Douglas lands a shot and a right uppercut, and down goes Bruno. Oh, his eyes have turned yet again. Look at that right uppercut by James Buster Douglas. Down goes Bruno. And the ref begins the count yet again. And here, Bruno struggling to get back up, and he's able to get back up on the count of 9. Move ahead to the 10th and final round. And here, big left shot by James Buster Douglas. Look at that counter left hook right there. Crushes Frank Bruno. And in the 10th and final round, that's got to be it. The ref has seen enough. And a 10th round knockout in the final round for James Buster Douglas. He's moving on to fight Iron Mike Tyson for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world. And yes, it was a lights-out knockout. And here is a look at the scorecard. You can see Buster Douglas was up pretty convincingly on all three official scorecards. So, great performance by him. And then look at the punch statistics. 4 knockdowns for Buster Douglas, only 1 for Frank Bruno. So that's the tail of the tape there. And now we get a final look at the championship tournament. The rematch everybody's always wanted. Iron Mike Tyson versus James Buster Douglas for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world. And there it is. The belt is on the line. The rematch of the century. Everybody is wanting to see, can Mike Tyson get his revenge? Buster Douglas comes into this one still as the underdog, but feeling extremely confident. He's beat Mike before. He could beat him again. He knows he's got the tools to get it done. But here he comes, Iron Mike Tyson. He's not playing in this one. He looks like he's all serious business. The heavyweight championship of the world is on the line, and Mike knows it. And he has come fully prepared to do whatever it takes. And here comes James Buster Douglas with a record of 2-0 with 2 wins by knockout. James Buster Douglas. And here's Iron Mike Tyson, also with a record of 2-0 with 2 knockouts. And here he is, the baddest man on the planet, Iron Mike Tyson. And here they meet in the center of the ring. Mike looks him straight in the eyes. Douglas is not nervous. And at the start of the fight, here the two men are in the middle of the ring. And Mike's trying to set him up. Look at them big shots, trying to land the body shots. Buster's up against the ropes. He's able to get out. And now he's out in the center of the ring. And he's using his height to try to fend Mike off. But Mike is quick. He's quick on his feet and with his hands. And then he got up against the ropes. And now he moves ahead to the second round now. And here comes Mike trying to set him up, land the big shot. He's got Buster up against the ropes. He's getting in hooks. He's getting in uppercuts. Buster's in trouble. He doesn't want to stay here. Mike's got him right where he wants him. And he's able to fend him off and get back into the center of the ring. And there, the two men are trading. And Buster hit with a huge left uppercut by Iron Mike Tyson. And down goes Douglas here in the second. Look at that uppercut. Mike caught him once again. And down goes Douglas. But he's able to get back up relatively easy. And move ahead to the third round now. And here, Douglas is up against the ropes yet again in a big right hand by Tyson. Douglas is trying to hold on. Tyson stalking him, trying to land the big shot, and Douglas is able to fight him off and move ahead to the fourth round now. And here, according to the scorecards, Teddy's got Mike Tyson up by 4 points here early on, and Tyson backed him up against the rope. There's a big left uppercut. Douglas is backed up on his feet, and he's backing him up against the rope. Tyson's looking to land a big shot. Douglas trying to survive at this point, and there he is, and there's a huge left hook and a right hand, and down goes Douglas yet again. There it is, right hook, right on the button. Douglas left himself wide open. Tyson took advantage. Down goes Buster Douglas. The ref begins the count yet again, and Douglas can't get up, and it is over. Knockout win for Iron Mike Tyson here in this one. Huge win. He wins the WBC Heavyweight Championship, and he gets revenge against James Buster Douglas. So he is the first champion of our boxing simulation. And there's a look at the scorecards. Mike was out ahead on all three judges' scorecards, completely dominating this fight. And there's a look at the punch stat. 2 knockdowns for Tyson, none for Douglas, and 40 power shots by Mike Tyson. And there he is, our WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson. He is reigning over this division yet again, and he is the first champion in our boxing simulation. How long will Iron Mike be able to hold on to his championship? Only time will tell, but he means business when he's the champion. But who will his first number one contender, his first title defense be? They'll either be one of these 4 men, and this will be the WBC number one contender tournament. But look, our next tournament we're going to be holding is the WBA Heavyweight Championship Tournament, and this is our 70s division, 60s and 70s. So will Muhammad Ali win the WBA Heavyweight Championship? Only time will tell there. Well, there it is, everybody. That is episode 1 of the Sports Desk. And there you saw Iron Mike Tyson was able to get the WBC Heavyweight Championship. But as I said there, he's going to have to go through either Lennox Lewis or probably Evander Holyfield will be his first title defense. And will he be able to truly reign over his division and his era like he did in real life? Only time will tell. But we are moving on next to the WBA Heavyweight Championship division, and that is the 60s and 70s. So that's the Muhammad Ali era, and that will be on the next episode of the Sports Desk. So stay tuned for that, everybody.
Demand!
JP!
I want
MJP!
I want my
MJP!
I want my
MJP!
Call your cable company and say I want my
MJP!
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, we got merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. We got everything. You want some Mikey J stuff? We got the Mikey J Productions for you. So take a chance and stop by. We'll take care of you.